Hello again everyone, welcome back to another video of Combat Patrol Magazine, issue 73. Yep, it's me doing it this time, and not my girlfriend, bless her. She was absolutely amazing. So yeah, anyway, let's go straight into it. So, issue 73, our first Cadian Astra Militarum sprue with a complete squad of 10 miniatures. Also, the bases, 10 25mm bases, so you can build and get the base on them, not like other issues where we've just had the sprues and that's it, and got the bases later on in the next issue also. Anyway, so part 1 of 2, Cadian shock troops, Astra Militarum units, and a new scenario. So front art, there we go, got someone raising standard there, while these Cadians are in a bit of a sticky situation. So, how to build Cadian shock troops. First part, your unit comes with an assortment of different heads. Pick the ones you like the best. This build guide shows you how to build 2 units of 10 Cadian shock troops. This is because you will receive a further 10 Cadian shock troops in a future issue, which is basically the next issue. So, there's our heads. Starting with Cadian shock troops sergeant, unit 1. And then our Voxcaster. And then our next slot on the page there. Interesting to see what weapons they're asking us to fit with these guys. So, as I can see, we already got it. The Flamer and the Melter Gunner. As we're still building them. Wow, some pages here with instructions, hopefully. What else we got? Oh, we've also got a grenade launch guide too. Okay. So, there you go. Cadian Shock Troops Unit 1. Sorry, I'm just having a bit of a nosy. Okay, so they're giving you 2 options there. Okay, so I'll see, got a sergeant there. Can't remember what that weapon is, but then we've got a plasma, and we also have the grenade launcher, and then your second unit, your sergeant chainsaw there, and with the arm directing their troops where to go. Also a multi-melter and a flamer for the other unit. So that's them covered. And it looks like there's no work in progress, any painting guide or anything in this one. We're jumping straight into Read D, Fiction 17, Knights of Ruination. With twisted oaths of honour upon their lips, fallen nobles and rich scion ride into battle from within cursed warp wax steeds known as Chaos Knights. These fell machines hunt by the spirits of their former scions, and to pilot one is to accept an agonizing lifelong fusion with the very machine itself. So here we go, a pilot to a Chaos Knight, to fuse one's body with machines for an eternity. There he is, trapped in his tomb. Bit of lore, so anyone wants to read, there you go. And then we'll move straight up. More lore about the Chaos Knights. And a bit of artwork here. On the next page, again, carrying on with the lore there. With a knight fighting a Redemptor Dread. And moving on, still on the knight's lore. And again, with more Chaos Knights down the bottom. So we're going into a bit of interesting lore that probably many of you know. The fall of Cadia. I'll see with the Chaos. So Creedor is the last stand against Abaddon's forces during the fall of Cadia. A little bit of artwork there. Standing proud, guiding Cadia. I'll leave that there. Let's have a read. And we'll move straight on. So, carrying on with the lore there. So, collect H Astra Militarum. So, we've already got our command squad here. We've got our first lot of troops. And there's the other units there that we're going to be using. We'll get them very soon in future issues. How to use name tables. The leader's name. And the unit epithet. Cadian shock troops. Nicely painted there. So, as they give us in all other issues, our roll and results. Whatever we're going to call our unit, our build, paint, and play. For my Cadians, I have kind of mixed them up a bit. They're not going to be painted in them colours anyway, but you'll see them very soon. So this is your next data sheet for the Astra Militarum collection. Contains all of the information needed to use your Cadian shock troops in the games of Combat Patrol. File the data sheet away safely so it's ready to use in game scenarios in this and future issues. So obviously the weapons selected here, drum fed autogun, yeah, there you go, that's what it was called. Grenade launchers, las gun, plasma gun, and our first campaign with these guys, Aldari versus the Astra Militarum, the display of might. To play the scenario in this campaign article, you will need the Combat Patrol mission called Display of Might. You can find this in your collection filed under G Core Missions 03. So Aldari, Astra Militarum, or Imperial Guard, whatever you want to call them, about to slug it out. Was it an Aldari victory? Or was it an Astra Militarum victory? And we still have this inner back page here where it's just the Dynasty Occultists. We've got a lone guardsman there on his Todd. Probably thinks he's like as strong as 100 men or 100 Space Marines ready to take these guys on. So let's look at future issues. Here we go. 74. Firstly, we get our part 2 of 2 for our Cadian shock troops. Chain of command and a new scenario, and then we move on to 75-76 where it's again a 2-part for our fill ordnance batteries, and the paint updates and bonds of honor. And that is it. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all very soon for our next issue. Take care. Bye bye for now.